Welcome to Gemara Academy. In this class, we will learn Taisis Dibra Maschal, Hasam Delavik Shabasu, Chiyuvei Tani, Pturi Le Tani. Let's begin. Hasam Delavik Shabasu, Chiyuvei Tani, Pturi Le Tani. The Gemara asked, why is it that in our Mishnah it counts Yitzias Shabbos? It counts a total of 8 cases for Yitzias Shabbos, whereas in the Masechta Shavuos the Mishnah counts a total of 4 cases for Yitzias Shabbos. And the Gemara here presents its final answer, which is that since here it's the main place to discuss the topic of Shabbos, it's Masechta Shabbos, therefore it counts all the cases of Yitzias Shabbos, those that are Chayev and those that are Pater. However, in Masechta Shavuos, being that it's not the main place to discuss the topic of Shabbos, it only counts the Chayev cases, but not the Pater cases. Says Tosfos, the Gemara did not need to conclude and say, and in Masechta Shavuos, since it's not the main place to discuss the topic of Shabbos, therefore it counts the Chayev cases and not the Pater cases. There's no need to make that comment, because this that in Masechta Shavuos, it only counts the Chayev cases and not the Pater cases, is not because it's not the main place to discuss the topic of Shabbos, but rather because that Mishnah only talks about Chayev cases. Like we see that Maris Nagoyim, all of them are Chayev, and from there we learn out that by Shavuos they're all Chayev, by Yidis Atumah they're all Chayev, and by Yitzias Shabbos they're all Chayev. So this that the Mishnah Masechta Shavuos doesn't count the Pater cases there's already an earlier reason, which is that simply it doesn't count any Pater cases, period, even those involved in Shavuos, although it's Masechta Shavuos. So there was no need for the Tartzen, the one who answered the question, to say that over there he doesn't count the Pater because it's not the main place to discuss the topic of Shabbos. It could have just presented the first part of the answer, which is that since over here is the main place to discuss the topic of Shabbos, therefore it counts Chayev and Pater. So what? To have a kula l'chayuva. If to finish that off, it has to be similar to Maris Nagayim where they're all Chayev. So why did the Tartzen add it on? It's only because since he needs to answer Hacha de Iker Shabbos Tani Chayuva Upturi, that here where it's the main place to discuss the topic of Shabbos, it teaches the Chayev and Pater. He needed to say that. So Kamasayim Nami, he also finishes off Hasam the Lavikar Shabbos, that over there where it's not the main place of Shabbos, it teaches the Chayev and not the Pater. It was just in order to complete the answer in a sense that since we're contrasting them. Here it's the main place, so he counts Chayev and Pater, so he just concluded because it fits and it's consistent that there where it's not the main place, he only counts the Chayev and not the Pater. But the truth is, he doesn't count the Pater for a different reason, a much earlier reason. Now, so that was all in regards to the Tartzen, the one who answered the question. Now adds Tosfos a very important thing. V'gam hamaksha lehikshi the listener hasam ki hacha. V'gam hamaksha, even the one that asked the question, lehikshi did not ask the listening hasam ki hacha. When we learned our question originally, it would seem that the question is, if our Mishnah says there's a total of 8 cases, how could the Mishnah Masechta Shavuos say 4? The question seemed to be directed on the Mishnah Masechta Shavuos. Tosfos now explains that the question is not. The one who asked the question did not ask the listening Hasam Ki Hacha that over there should teach 8 cases like it does over here. Since he knew that what's the Dumya de Maris Nagayim, things that are similar to Maris Nagayim, Katani. And just like by Maris Nagayim they're all Chayev, so too by Shavuos, Yidiyas Atumah, and by Yitzias, they all need to be Chayev. So when the Maksha saw the 2 Mishnayos, he wasn't bothered by why in Shavuos it doesn't say 8 cases, because he noticed that 4 of the cases written here are Pater. Therefore, they would not have been taught in Shavuos, because in Shavuos we only teach Chayev. So what was the question? Rather, he asked that it should be taught over here 2 that are 4 of a Sule and nothing more. So the question was, why does our Mishnah not just write a total of 4 cases? Just teach me the Chayev cases. And the Gemara's answer is that since here is the main place to discuss the topic of Shabbos, we talk about all matters of Yitzias Shabbos, not just those that are Chayev, but also those that are Pater.